longing. They cried all night. Through the window, they saw the hail. And he asked her, have we failed? We said now, we can be who we want to be. We said now, we can be who we want to be. Why didn't anyone tell me I look like Tom Jones or Fox? I went that deep into my cleavage, nary a panty on stage. Some people are stupid as shit. Some people are dumber than dirt. And their meanness just won't quit. And they live their lives to hurt. Kill them all. Kill them all. Weddings! From palaces of gold, their smug laughs resonate from mom's basement in the cold. They type their spewing hate, and they mumble, can ballet spell. Pen pushers steal their souls. At the rally, hear them yell as the carney checks the polls. Kill them all. Kill them all. No shame on the TV. Bloated egos consumed with lust. Uniforms on a killing spree. No concern with what is just. And it's useless to negotiate. They've proven no compromise. It's time to retaliate. Useless to sympathize. Check the mirror. Are you brown? Buy a gun, Lord knows you have that right. Arm yourself, go to town. Go swiftly to the night. You see a flag, a Nazi sign. Burning crosses, torches lit. They call you fag, are you resign? Cause this ain't no time to quit. And a monster, now I'm called. No conscience, no regret. You put my back against the wall, and history won't forget. Before I go into the final chorus here, I have a confession to make to you people, because I feel so close to you this evening. You know how there's certain celebrities that you hate? They haven't done anything to overtly offend you, but there's just the mere look of them just makes your skin crawl. I hate Howie Mandel. I fucking hate him. He's fraudulent, pretentious, showbiz bullshit. I fucking hate him. Now, at some point, you know that I'm gonna get on that show, America's Got Talent. Oh, fuck you, it could happen. And I want to do this song. This was the song that, of course, I would do on America's Got Talent. But I would like to do it as a performance piece where I would fuck Howie Mandel in the ass as I sang it. By the way, on that wedding thing, I'm not talking about the reception. I'm talking about the ceremony. And I don't think Simon likes him that much either. He'd be like, that's pretty good. Can I see it again? I played Minneapolis, and I got a private message on, you from Minneapolis? Oh, I love Minneapolis. And I got a private message on Facebook from a woman. She's like, oh, I saw the show tonight, and thanks for coming. I loved it, except I want to talk to you about the anal rape. And I was thinking, where the fuck was she sitting? I said, what are you talking about? We went on to like 4 o'clock in the morning. We're texting back and forth. I go, what are you talking about, anal rape? She said, well, you anally raped Howie Mandel. And I'm like, no, I didn't. He was a willing participant, even as a germaphobe, because he knew that the ratings would skyrocket, and he'd get that fucking swimming pool in his house in Tahoe that he sort of does it. What the song is about, people, is a lust for celebrity and fucking power. Kill them all. Kill them all. Watch them fall. Kill them all. I'm gonna sit down. I've been doing a little sit down thing because I wrote some love songs and oh, fuck you. Somebody laugh. Motherfucker. He couldn't possibly be in love. He says the F-bomb too much. I love this place. You know, I talked about it a little bit last night. Because there was a little shenanigans on Twitter about, the cover charge and then the drink thing and this. I travel the world, and I have some favorite clubs. I have one in Benton, Texas, and I have one, believe it or not, in Hull, England. And what's happening here, people, is not only is Julie respecting me as the artist and the artist that she has on the stage, but she's respecting you guys, too. And that's what this is all about. My son goes to school in Manhattan. It's 2-drink minimum everywhere. It's a class joint, people. It's a class joint. I have fucking played every broom closet in this fucking country. I have. That shit I said about George Bush fucked my career. But it was funny. Here was my joke with George Bush. I'm getting very nostalgic these days for shit that used to happen in the 60s. I know a lot of people think peace and love. No, assassinations. And there I was playing garage sales. But here, I just think it's ballsy to have a fucking, I admire, I'm very attracted to strong women. I've always wanted to fuck that Judge Judy, you know? Not a lot, just once. But I think it's ballsy. Like, let's have a place with a 2-drink minimum and a cover charge, and everybody has to be quiet. We'll do it on Burn That Ass. Even the guys at Ray Lynn's were like, holy fuck! That bitch has got balls! So, I can't believe we're so strong. It's a queen elephant. She gets a thorn stuck in her paw, and she sends out through the jungle. A message says, "Hey, if you can extract this thorn from my paw, you can spend the night." So everybody tries. The lion, but his paws, he can't get under there. Who gets under there but the little field mouse? He gets underneath and he pushes the thorn out. And she's like, oh, fuck, really, right? So they build a little sand pile behind her. He gets up behind her and he mounts her, And he's going at it, God bless him. And she gets stung by a bee. She goes, ow. He says, take it, bitch. I told that one at a children's party. That didn't go on there. So I decided when I wrote these love songs that I should build a story around it. I should do like a hypothetical, like a fictional story. So this is what I came up with. There's a guy, and he travels the country playing his guitar everywhere. And maybe he's bald. Maybe he's bald. And then, no, hypothetically. And then, so he's playing a house concert in Sacramento. And his attitude, basically, is he was married for 25 years. It was a great run. 23 of the 25 years were great. The last two fucking blew, but, you know, the jokes weren't for me anymore. Don't tell the one about the bee sting. Anyway, so he goes and he plays a house concert in Sacramento, California, and he sees a woman, and it's love at first sight. This is hypothetical, fictional. And, however, there's an abusive husband, and maybe some children. And so begins a relationship. So I'll do my little song here. There's more to the story. It's not particularly happy, but... Remember loving in a tent. Remember loving in my car. Remember when I went too far, you defended me again and again. Who's gonna make you laugh? There's that photograph, a 15-year-old riot girl. She thought she could do anything. Does your hair miss me like I miss you? Your eyes miss me like I miss you? Does your smile miss me like I miss you? Do your thighs miss me like I miss you? Jelly. You don't want to talk to me. This is how it's gonna be. I see it in my dreams. I say check out this new band. You see, there's things I want to share with you. A poem, a film, a book or two. I loved it when we talked it through, but that's all over now. Do your dreams miss me like I miss you? And your schemes, do they miss me like I miss you? Do your confessions miss me like I miss you? Do your broken promises miss me like I miss you? Jelly. Remember watching the Warriors, you said, is this a documentary? Did Casablanca, and we ate at that restaurant you love. We had a lot of fun together. Think of all the things we weathered. When you hid me away, yeah, you hid me away. You should smile. Miss me like I miss you. And you laugh, does it miss me like I miss you? Do your eyes and your kisses miss me like I miss you? Do your arms miss me like I miss you? Do your arms miss me like I miss you? Jelly. Thank you. So during the pandemic, I had some money. I got unemployment. It was nice. It was the first time in a long time, because I do about 200 shows a year. So, and I didn't. And so I ended up doing, because my last two records prior have been recorded on my phone, for real. And so, and I got a couple of great labels, God bless them. One in San Antonio, one in Athens, Georgia. Anyway. So I thought, I got some money, I'll spend 10 grand and do a record, big production. So that I did this song, Jelly, because maybe hypothetically her name was Jamie, and then it was autocorrect, and then it became Jelly. That was, right, that's right. And then she like started calling me F. But not me, I mean that person that we're talking about. The fictional character that, you guys are getting a lot on my back, I'm sorry. And then, So yeah, so then I thought, you know what, I thought it was going to be a love song, but I realized I listened to my voice, and I don't have the voice for the big hit radio thing. So now I think I need a Trojan horse. I need a celebrity, a big name celebrity, and she'll sing the song, and then it'll get in there, and then this person who fictionally that I'm talking about, she would be in an and she would be inescapable. This is going to be so fucking big that she can't escape it, and then she'll finally leave her husband. Anyway, I mean, hypothetically. So, right. So then, right. So you could help me out if you could. This is a little bit of audience participation, where you will be the celebrity, and it's easy. It's 3 words. I love you, and I'll point to you. It's 1 note. I love you. You'll know when it comes, and I'll point to you, and you can be the celebrity. Okay. Here we go. If I could sing, I'd sing like you. So beautiful, so real and so true. But that old radio don't want my voice. I need a messenger. I've got no choice. Adele, tell her I love her. Adele, tell her I care. Ask her if she thinks of me anytime, 'cause she's always in my heart, on my mind. Make it a hit, your biggest one. All around the globe, up to the sun. It'll be everywhere, and she'll know I wrote that song for her. Could you show her down? Tell her she's my angel. Put down, tell her she's my world. But Adele, I know it's absurd, Adele. It's only 3 words. Sing it like you do, Adele. Sing. I love you. Thank you, Adele. She'll hear your voice. She'll stop in her tracks. She'll know it's me. She'll take me back. I'll give you anything. I ain't got much. You can have all my songs to feel her touch. Adele, tell her I love her. Adele, tell her she's my world. So hypothetically, because of all the pain, because the first 3 years in my story that I'm writing, it were awesome, and then it got really painful. So there's some blocking. But occasionally, this fictional character has some cocktails, and she drunk dials him. Like, hypothetically, last December 11th. And says all the shit you fucking want her to say. And it's like Oxy. And I know you people, and you know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say Oxy. I know. would it kill you to pick up the phone? I'm alone. And I know you got the name. Know you got the way. You're in a taxi. Don't show stuff when you're thinking of me. Don't let that thing be. Home from the club. You gotta send me that wobbly text. Autocorrect is your posse lonely, honey? Cause I know you got the name. Know you got the way. I said, hey, 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 hey. You are working. You gotta sneak up to the ladies' room and send me them photos that nobody knows. Don't doubt me. And say the things you used to say that you never go away. Cause I know you got the need. Know you got the way. The last of the four loves. With his lies and betrayals, promises torn like silk, convenient amnesia, and there's hurt and there's worse, anger and curses and devil to deal, but all is forgiven, excused. Her enunciation, her breath being used, like my bloodstream and oxy are fused. The way she says, I love you. You should have heard her way with words. I love you. With this madness, and not some cliche, I say no, it is real. And so you deal. And day after day, I pray, Lord, keep the pain at bay, so these cravings will heal. It's not because she says it, no. Could be a lie, and probably so. Meryl Streep should give it a go. The way she says, I love you. Her spell is cast, dissolves the past. I love you. Now is she brilliant? No doubt. And is she stunning? Knock down, drag out. And is she funny? She had me in tears. But what is narcotic to my ears? Inconsistency torments me. What face today I see? That breathtaking face. Is it vacant or here? Static or clear? This ghost that I chase. And the vowels, hug and kiss. The consonants, they offer bliss. And each syllable's soothing caress. The way she says, I love you. The heart is cloaked with opium smoke. The way she says, I love you. So, we're about 63% into it now, and after that heartbreaking interlude, we might need some comedy. Let us bring up the young Detroit Hamell to entertain you at this juncture. Can you? Look, he's poised. He's poised and ready.
I'm ready.
He's poised and ready. He's poised and ready.
I'm ready to help him do his job.
He put you porn. Matures. I love it.
All right. If you were here yesterday, you're going to hear the same jokes. I'm so sorry, but you're going to laugh twice as hard. I have one new one at the end for you. Okay. But I was a little sick yesterday, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor said that I should quit masturbating. And I said, why? And the doctor said, well, I'm trying to examine you.
He's coming with me to the wedding.
A guy with a premature ejaculation problem comes out of nowhere. True story. It's true, I actually got fired from the bank last week. Some older woman came in, she asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over. There are two 10-year-old kids smoking at a bus stop. A man in a truck pulls in. He's about middle-aged. He said, you kids shouldn't be doing that. You can get diseases and cancer, and you could die from doing that. And one of the 10-year-old kids said, my grandfather lived till he was 90 years old. And the man in the truck said, oh yeah, was he a smoker? The kid said, no, but he minded his own fucking business. That feels like a Syracuse. Right? My mom asked for some chapstick, I gave her some super glue, she still isn't talking to me. That's why I'm with my dad. That was the best reaction I've ever gotten to that show. That was awesome. Thank you.
She's a wonderful woman. And if you fuck around and it gets to YouTube and I get the call, fuck you.
Donald Trump walks into a bar with a frog on his head. Bartender said, what's up with that? Frog said, well, it started with a wart on my ass and it turned into this. Alright, I got three more. This joke always bombs, but I love this joke. But you guys are gonna laugh, right? Yeah.
They might not. It's an anti-joke. You should tell two
Anti-joke.
Tell the big orange hat joke.
Oh, God, no.
Yes, tell
I love that joke.
Yes.
No one laughs at that joke. I love that joke. A guy walks into a bar with a chicken pot pie in his head with a pink donut on top of the chicken pot pie, and it's tied around his chin with some beef jerky. The bartender says, I don't really like to get into people's business, but what's up with this? And the guy goes, well, on every Tuesday, my family gets together, we take a chicken pot pie, we put it on our head, we take a pink donut, we put it on top of the chicken pot pie, and it's tied around our chin with some beef jerky. And the bartender says, well, you know it's Wednesday, right? And the guy goes, really? I almost look like a real idiot to you. Because it doesn't matter what day of the week it is.
As long as it's not Tuesday.
That's right.
If it was Tuesday, the joke would bomb.
Right.
Tell the big orange hat. Tell
Oh
the
my God. All right, guys. Have I ever done this on stage? A guy walks into a bar and he sees that. I swear, I don't think I've ever told this on
Have
stage.
you been studying? We get into a thing here in front of us. You little fuck! I never liked you! You look just like your mother!
Man.
I'm sorry.
Dude, this is great.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah. Guy walks into a bar, and he sees at the end of the bar, there's a guy sitting with a giant orange head. A giant orange head. And he goes up to the guy and he says, I don't like to get into people's business. What's up with this? And the guy with the giant orange head goes, well, one day I was walking home, and I see on the side of the road there was a lamp, so I picked it up, rubbed it, and a genie came out. And the genie said, I will grant you 3 wishes. So the guy with the giant orange head said, well, for my first wish, I'd like to have $1 million. And just like that, I had $1 million in my bank account. The genie said, what's your second wish? And the guy with the giant orange head goes, well, for my second wish, I wished for the most beautiful wife in the world. And just like that, snap, the most beautiful woman was standing right next to me, ring on my ring finger. And the genie said, well, how about your third wish? And the guy with the giant orange head said, well, here's where I think I messed up. I wish for a giant orange head.
That's my favorite joke. Fuck you.
That is an anti-joke.
People get mad. They get mad.
Yeah. All right. Last one.
It's not funny.
An older gentleman is applying for a job. Interviewer says, what do you think's your worst fault? The old guy says, well, I think I'm too honest. Interviewer says, I don't think honesty's fault. The old guy says, I don't give a fuck what you think.
Holding cell, you're safe here. Sweat hanging around home. It's gonna take its toll. Here we go. I was sitting at the end of the bar there with the back of the was high. Strangers sneaking through the door. I tricked up boots and whistled for. Whistled no one needs his best to get you to this spoken death. Holds in his hand, fruity of thorns, sucks his beard, I will warn. Next to me, he took a seat. He said, hit the room, time to meet. What's your pleasure? What's your style? I ain't seen you for a while. 4 days later, walking the dirt news, I'm an egg blood of a shit you know what's that moment said I'm Joe to do it again. And that's because of all the shame. After midnight in the rain, a couple of fools are cried as damn. I don't have any underwear in you. Sweat hanging around. It's gonna fuck your soul. All the trollers be as well as all the one that's belly puller. The junkies and the flunkies and the buses and the monkeys, all the stalkers and the gawkers, the haters, horror talkers. You save it. Sweat hanging around home. It's gonna fuck your soul. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Detroit Hammer. As I was saying last night, he's very, very tall. I'm not tall. My wife's not tall. The postman is fucking tall. All your Christians with your praying, praying. All your Christians with your saying, yo. saying, yo, all your Christians better pray. Don't be walking around with Bible preaching, cause you ain't heard a word he's teaching. So, oh, pray, that there ain't no God. All your Christians better pray. That there ain't no God. Cause God's righteous burn ya. All your restrictions have to burn. Wait, I gotta do that again, sorry. I got bamboozled there. If God's a righteous burn ya. All your racist rights will burn ya. Oh. All your Christians better pray. And supporting all those Nazi creepos. All the angels up in heaven weep, so yo. All your Christians better pray. You showed off your true colors, cause that man was an evil mother, so pray. That there ain't no God. Yeah, all your Christians better pray. That there ain't no God. When you're talking about that president, you're talking about the White House resident that thought that he was heaven sent. He might be, except it ain't like, you see. He ain't no great hope spiritually. God sent him on a quest to extract a fee karmically. And just like Hitler stopped the UK and curtailed their imperialist ways, God sent that turd to the USA, you see. He'll dance and prance and mumble loud and rile the fools up in the crowd and all the genocide that you are proud for need. God used locusts, he used floods, he used frogs, he spilled blood, buried nations in fields of mud biblically. And Satan laughs as they place the pawn and the ripple spread as the evil spawn, and it's met with silence and a yawn tragically. But if hell awaits, you better bet evangelicals when the fire's met, your burning flesh, your tears will wet futilely. And if there's a God you better fear, on all them judgments you hold dear, you're bound for hell to burn severe eternally. So your Christians better pray. That there ain't no God. Before this administration, I had no problem with the Christian nation, yo. All your Christians better pray. And you thought he was heaven sent, but just a karmic debt, so yo. All your Christians better pray. Remember Frederick Douglass wrote, the white Christian was the worst slave owner, yo. That there ain't no God. Oh, your Christians better pray. That there ain't no God. Trustworthy than lawyers, politicians, and media magicians. I love sluts. Oh, crazy drugged up sluts that stab your guts. I love the nuts. Oh, the whacked, the cracked, the once employed, now sacked. I love them. They're my brothers. They're my sisters. They're my mothers. I love the lost. Repeating tragedy at any cost. Can't take no boss.
So they show it, and they blow it, and they're gone before you know it. We're all chumps. Beautiful chumps with righteous lumps and sacred bumps. But we rise from our dumps. Fate will tease us. Whores will squeeze us. And I love them! Just like Jesus. I love whores. Ha.
I recently spent an extended period of time at the Heartbreak Hotel, strategically located on Lonesome Avenue adjacent to Desolation Row south of the Lost Highway. I fought the law and the law won. My mailbox read, Mr. Pitiful. Fulfilling the prophecy of the bad mood on the rise, I had lost my grace with the devil. I was moaning at midnight. I was Mr. Dyingly Sad, constantly in a cold sweat, going through that hideous state of withdrawal known as cold turkey, drinking cold gin, and trying to melt the cold, cold heart of the universe. But were you to take a journey to the center of my mind, admittedly a ball of confusion, but I still maintain love is a beautiful thing. See, if God is a concept by which we measure our pain, then a wop bop a loop bop a lap bop doom is my God. Someone saved my life tonight, and it was rock and roll. In the immortal words of Joan Jett, I love rock and roll. Rock and roll will never die. Rock and roll will never forget. I got the rockin' pneumonia, the boogie with the flu. I'm huggy like the wolf. I got my mojo working, and I'm back. Back in black. Back in the chain gang. Back to that, you know, I can really shake 'em down. Still driving while you sleep, I gotta get it done. There ain't no days off for me. Truck stops, motels on the cheap, 2,000-mile run. Regrets in S&T. Yeah, the country ends to end. In every town, a friend. And I'm an artist and I'm I'm an artist in America. I'm a real, I steal, I kneel to no living soul. I'm an artist in America. I'm an artist in America. Well, I fuck, got choked, got stuck on this rock and roll. My rock and roll. They will have you mop the floor, there ain't no dignity. It's all pearls before swine. To spend your whole life chucking chores for a lost society. They'll all blow up in time. Yeah, the dream, it crashed and burned. And this is what I learned. Then I'm an artist in America. I'm an artist in America. I will sing, I scream, I dream big as the sky. I'm an artist in America. I'm an artist in America. Well, I ride outside with pride to find out why. To find out why. Yeah, I cried more than 96 tears. I cried a river. I was shaking all over. My mind was going through those changes. I had a love hangover. But I'm all cried out. There's a kind of a hush. I ain't gonna eat out my heart anymore. I will survive. I am Iron Man. Well, they told me to pack it right, set up straight, settle down. You gotta work that job for years and years and years and years. But I go back there to the site and there's no job to be found. And I'm glad I plugged my ears. So this, the less traveled road, the that still makes my heart explode. And I'm an artist in a man.